Welcome to the All Jammed Up podcast, presented to you by One World Brewing and Devil's Foot Beverage. Today is Monday, February 17th, and today's episode is another interview on lot at Belly Strings.
Well, I heard old Leopard coming from a mile and a half away. I stepped out on the street there, and here's what I had to say. I said, hey now, slow that old thing down. This city ain't your highway, you're tearing up my town. Now, Leopard, racing for the sun. Got a 502 in an orange bell, he's letting the ponies run.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the All Jammed Up podcast. My name is Clint Dotson, and the Billy Strings run in Asheville is over. I'm actually recording this on Sunday afternoon before the show because I know I'm not going to do it after. And it's been a really great going Friday and Saturday. I think we're in for a treat tonight, so I'm really stoked. The lot interview from last week was pretty well received. People seem to really enjoy it, and actually in a week already, it's already been the most streamed one. So thanks everybody for supporting that and coming out and telling stories. And like I said, the reception was so good that I decided to do it again this week, and was able to record a little bit better. So the video should be much better than last week's. Kind of flows together better, and I think some of the interviews are even better too. So a little bit longer this time too. So I'm really excited for it. And enough for me. Let's get right into it.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm.
We are back on lot for weekend 2 of Billy Strings, and we have our first interview today. Sam?
Oh yeah, Sam. It's Clint.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm not that bad with names.
So Sam, I ran over to Sam. He was selling some shirts on lot. He said he had a couple stories, so let's hear it, Sam.
Yeah, stories. I don't have any stories right now. I've been doing Billy Strings tour for a while, following him around. I did a bunch of King Gizzard. I started getting back into him. I saw him a bunch in 2021 and 2022, and then I kind of stopped. And I was like, okay, new albums out. I kind of moved towards being more nomadic. So selling a bunch of King Gizzard shit on Billy Strings lot, which is working out. People love King Gizzard.
Yeah, I have not seen them yet.
You should check them out.
I want to.
Yeah, I'm trying not to gatekeep them at all. People keep gatekeeping. I'm like, everyone's for King Gizzard is for fucking everyone.
Talk a little closer to it.
Yeah, King Gizzard is for everyone. Go see King Gizzard. I'm like a maniac about it now.
Did you go to all 3 Billy Strings last week?
No, I skipped. I went to Bend I live near Milwaukee, so Goose played, so I went to go see Goose because they like King Gizzard stuff. And
okay.
It was like I needed some time off. I did Denver, and I was completely burnt out after that.
Gotcha.
So it kind of wrecked me.
And how many Billy shows have you seen now?
Dude, I don't even know. I have to count now. It's probably in the tens.
That guy followed me on Instagram today.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, I'm Sam.
You followed me for the giveaway then.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, you
yeah.
were the giveaway? Sweet.
That is so funny.
I need tickets bad for any Billy String show, so if anyone sees me, just know I'll trade T-shirts for tickets.
So that's how long have you been doing that for?
I've been bootlegging seriously for 3 months. I started 6 months ago. I made a couple joke shirts. It's like a Taylor Swift King Gizzard shirt, and it sold out what I made in 3 shows. Gave one to the band, and Stu, the lead singer at King Gizzard, wears it off stage a lot, and it's been paying the bills. Thank God. God bless King Gizzard.
Is that what you're doing full time these days?
Yeah, I just sell stuff online. I mean, I DoorDash and do other stuff to fill time pretty much, just because I don't want to slow down. I'm saving every dollar like it's the last.
Where do you live?
I live in Wisconsin. I live an hour north of Milwaukee.
Said that.
Yeah.
So are you following the whole Billy tour right now?
I'm trying to, man. I'm fucking, I got my van. It's I got nothing else to do. It's always a hoot, man. It's fucking been so real. It's unbelievable what he's doing now. I hadn't seen him before. Last time I saw him was at Bonnaroo. That wasn't really a Billy String set. That was a festival set. But
I saw. Yeah. The first time I saw him was at Outlaw, and I had the same. And I was like, "This isn't what it's supposed to be."
No. He's not doing any crazy extended jams or anything wacky. He's not he's playing a festival set. It's gonna be a lot different than a regular set. He's playing a show with a set break.
Do you have any songs you didn't get last weekend that you want this weekend?
I was, I don't know. I'm not picky about songs. I'm not chasing anything really. I love when he busts stuff out and it's out of pocket. First time he's played a cover. I know he played "Here Comes the Sun." That's dope. In Denver, he played "Rocky Raccoon," which is cool.
We got the "No Rain" in New Orleans. That was sick.
Yeah, I saw that. It's fucking.
I heard it and I was like, I heard that for dun, dun, and I was like, this is on the radio when I was a kid with my mom. And then he started singing. I was like, oh hell yeah,
it would be crazy. I would love to hear him play just some random shit, like out of pocket stuff, like you would never expect. Like if Billy Strings played a Ween song or some shit,
Yeah,
I'd,
that
like,
would be
lose my
good.
mind, or, like,
That
I
would
don't
be
know. It's
good.
just like if he played some out of pocket shit, like. I love when he mixes it up and he just does some like random shit. Like he teased Pirates of the Caribbean at one show I saw, like the theme song. Then he'll tease like Indiana Jones, and it's just it's always something different. It's a great vibe.
Are you going to Bonnaroo for Giz?
Yeah, I'm doing Bonnaroo Field Division, and I'm gonna try to do. I'm doing a bunch of Europe Giz. I already got a flight booked. Yeah, I mean bootlegging is good. The King Gizzard really supports their fans with that, so they like want people to go see shows and make a living, and they're really cool about it. They're such great people, and such a great vibe. Like that, I keep saying vibe. I gotta stop saying that.
It's a
That's
fucking vibe.
It's a fucking vibe, dude. Like I get it. Yeah, no, King Gizzard is the best band ever. I'm like a monk. Like if you come up to me and start talking to me, I'll be.
Do you want to sound off on that? King Gizzard's the best ever.
Yeah, no. Listen to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
You want to plug your thing real quick?
Yeah, real quick. Grim Reaper Goods is my handle on Instagram. Check me out. I do King Gizzard bootlegs. I do custom tie-dye, screen printing, and embroidery. I do this full time. So check me out. I'll be on every fucking Billy String show. Come find me, say what up. I'm fucking super easy to talk to.
He is. I can't
I
confirm.
love meeting new people.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Sam.
Super dope. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. Crushing it, dude.
Someone gave me a banana.
To come on a motherfucking podcast. What's your name, man?
Roy Harris.
Roy Harris. So Roy just walked up to us and said, "What the hell's going on out here?" He's lived here for 40 years. He's never seen nothing like it. So I had to tell him who Billy Strings was, and he said, "I'll sit down and tell a story." So what you got for us, Roy?
Is Billy Strings, are they Grateful Dead?
Kind, yeah. So it's like, you know how the Grateful Dead's like the improvisation music?
Right.
That's what they do, but it's more bluegrass based than it is like Americana rock, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Will y'all ever make it to the Super Bowl halftime show?
I did watch that. I liked it.
Right.
That was fun. What'd you think of it?
Well, for a baby boomer just watching the halftime show, and for millenniums, it's like, what the hell? What are they talking about? And so I was in a library a couple of days ago, and the librarian there, she said, "Mr. Harris, are you going to be down this way the weekend?" I said, "Probably. I walk around all the time." And
Yeah.
she said, "Well, you got to meet this group called Billy Springs or whatever."
Billy Springs.
She says, "You fit right in with them." I'm like, how was that? Then
3 rows back.
I happened to be coming down the street. I'm like, oh. Then I started to see as y'all filter out
Uh-huh.
and you start giving the side eye. Like, oh.
It's all fun and games till it's not.
Right? So, and then I went over there and all the materials, and then I'm like, okay.
Have you checked out the lot over there yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a festival. It's,
Yeah, it's,
something going
we
on
had
with
3
people.
days last week, 3 days this weekend.
right.
But it's huge for the economy, which is cool here, especially during these times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They need it here. It's a lot different than 2 blocks away now, or downtown or whatever.
Yeah.
And everything. And then they come here and listen to the music.
Now, you've been around the block a little longer than I. Have you ever been to any shows, rock and roll shows, any shows in general that kind of blew your mind, things that stuck with you?
I'm just starting to. I'm retired now, so
Okay.
I'm starting to say what's around me, what societies, and what groups are different, and so I'm venturing out, and my daughters, who was college educated and all that stuff, tell me, "Daddy, where were you the other day when you sent us that picture?" And so I just like to be around people.
Okay.
I love to be around people.
Well, hopefully someone you can find your way to get a ticket into the show tonight, huh?
Yeah, like it says, I was like, okay, well, what is this? I'll Google you. I'll Google
Okay.
it now, and it says, oh, okay, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And
It's all about having a good time.
we're having a good time.
Good
and
time, good music, good people.
Good people. What kind of food did y'all like?
I like all kinds of food. My favorite foods, hot wings and tacos, probably.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah. And that's what it's saying. So what food do you bring to a town? Was Billy Strings, is it a group? or-
Yeah, there's 5 of them.
5
the
of
main
them.
guy is Billy Strings, or his name is, I don't know, his Apostle or something.
William Apostle.
There you go, William Apostle. That's his. And what's up, guys? And then so he's Billy Strings, and then there's 4 other guys with him, and they form the band.
Oh, okay.
Billy
Well, good.
Strings.
Welcome to Asheville.
Yes, sir. Thank you so
Come
much
back
for coming
again
by, Roy.
And everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roy.
Thank you.
Have a great night, man.
I do want to be on a podcast. What's
tell a
the
quick
deal?
story?
I don't. Your podcast?
It's called All Jammed Up. It's about jam band, lot community stuff.
Okay.
And I usually interview musicians and stuff like that. But this week I'm doing just interviews on lot.
Okay, cool. I'm a dancer. I go to the music, so
Yeah?
that counts, right?
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Christy.
Christy. Nice to meet you.
So do I look here or do I look here?
Whatever you want to do, you can do whatever you like. I mean, that's gonna be what everybody.
Oh, over there. All right, where's my people at?
That's
Right?
where we
Okay,
wanna
sorry.
be. Yeah, you're
like,
good.
right? Because I've never been on a podcast. So
No worries.
That's okay. So there, I look, and then I see it there.
Exactly.
Okay, sorry,
You got
I'm
it.
not technology savvy.
So what's your story for us?
Oh, like, because I love Billy, man. That's why.
How many times have you seen him?
36 now.
Damn.
So yeah, so you want to know a real story about
Yeah.
Billy, like in 2.5 seconds, because I
Let's
got
hear
into that, I asked that line. So I saw Billy in 2019
Okay.
in Blue Ox from Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay. I hear it.
I'm from Wisconsin, where cheese is good, right? So anyway,
Don't
so
you
I
know?
saw him at Blue Ox, and he was jamming in an early set, and he was in his ages of like diddly 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 diddly, and I was like just jamming off Dell and like all those guys, and I was like, what the I like it, but it's too fucking early for this shit. And I walked off and I said, fuck Billy. And I don't
Really?
mean that. I don't mean that, because now I say the exact opposite.
Billy's
And then
gonna see this, he
I
told me.
met a girl in a bar on a Wednesday before Thanksgiving of Europe run
Okay.
of 23. She's by the end of the night, she says, you want to go to Europe with me in 10 days to go see Billy.
Did you do
I
it?
said, fuck yeah, I do. I bought the ticket, and I haven't looked back since. So I went from 2 shows to 36 shows in 2 years, and
Hell
haven't
yeah.
and like, it's my favorite fucking place to be.
Before
Like,
you go though, I know you got to be quick. What's
Sorry.
a song you haven't got last weekend that you really want this weekend?
Oh, okay. Well, I
Great
really
question,
want.
Clint. Good
I want
job.
it for Valentine's. I want Maddie Groves.
Okay.
Like, because it's a doc song,
Yep.
and it's about like, and I hope I want a murder ballad set too. So old man, but there's all. I want whatever song Billy's gonna give us.
That's a great way to
That's
put
the
it.
answer though, and that's my always answer, because everyone's like, "What song you chase?" I said, "I don't chase songs because I'm happy with whatever he gets us."
That's a good way
You
to
know
put
what I
it,
mean?
yeah.
And I will take whatever he slings our way.
Well, thank you, Christy.
So,
Thanks for stopping
yeah,
by.
Thanks for having me on your podcast. This was super fun. I want a microphone. Can I just take the microphone?
All right, guys. We have a member of the Frog Brigade. If you guys listen,
The Rainbow Russian Frog Brigade.
yeah, if you guys listened last week, you heard Anastasia's story about the frogs. So
I'm
we
a
have
frog.
Harley here, also a frog. She said she's got a story for us. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I do have a story for you. I had been pondering my story since you asked Anastasia, but okay, this is my.
I don't know if I asked Anastasia. I think she might have ran up to me.
I think that that's fair. She was ready to say what she had to say, and she's such a character. I begged her to come with us this weekend, but you know.
Oh, is she not here?
No, she's not here.
Where do you guys live?
We live in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay. All of
Yeah.
you guys do? The whole brigade?
The whole brigade.
Okay.
That's our home base. So speaking of Charleston, we have like an iconic venue there. It's called the Poorhouse.
I want to go so badly.
So the Poorhouse is like our local bar. I'm so blessed to be able to hang out there time and time again. This past year, this is my story. Circles Around the Sun and Grateful Shred did a 3-night run at the Poorhouse. The first night was absolutely incredible. Like, they just shredded down. It was insane. I was so happy. Every time I've seen Circles, it's just been like such a like cathartic experience. And so night 2 of the 3-night run, we're all fired up. We had like connected with the band like the night before, and they had guest listed us to the next 2 shows. So we were kind of like hanging out with them. We were just straight vibing, having the time of our life. And they were shredding so hard the second night that they blew the transformer at the Poorhouse, and the power goes off like an hour and a half into the show maybe. And then like just like imagine like mid jam, like the lights just drop and everything goes black, and like the crowd like went crazy. Everybody was like screaming, and then like they kind of came to like the front of the stage and like played acoustically for us a little bit. And then like at the Poorhouse you have like the inside stage, and then you have like the deck stage outside. And so a lot of people like wandered out to the deck stage, and like we literally like took over the stage outside. This guy like rolled up with like a cooler filled with like goodies and a speaker with lights, and we were like hanging up the lights and just dancing and like having the best time. And they
That
weren't
sounds like a
able to
blast.
get the lights on for the rest of the night, so they just had to like end up closing all the tabs, stuff like that. end up sending everybody home. So like by night 3, we're all like just so on edge.
What night was this?
This second night.
Oh, damn.
So it's the second night that it blew. And so Blake, the guy who was like doing the sound at the time, he was just like,
Shouts out Blake.
okay, yeah, shout out Blake. He was like, I am not going to like pump it as hard tonight because we can't blow the transformer again. And we've blown 2 transformers at the poorhouse. The
I love
first
how you
time,
say we like you're in the
we the vibe of the poorhouse has definitely contributed to it being blown. Pigeons playing ping pong blew it out one night.
We're
but
going to be there this soon.
soon. You coming to the poorhouse?
We want to go. So one of my best friends, shouts out Davey. You better be listening, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Davey lives in Charleston, and we've been trying to find like a time to sync now that I live up closer. But I think it might be Panic.
Oh,
In
we'll
May.
be at Panic. Yeah,
I
hell
think
yeah.
We're gonna try to do that one. I've never seen Panic.
Really?
No.
Oh my gosh, credit.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, they're coming here tomorrow. They're playing tomorrow.
We'll be there tomorrow. I mean, the Mountain Grass unit is fucking on fire. I know that they're taking off soon.
Yeah, I'm stoked to
They're
see
already
them.
taking off. I'm so excited. My secret is I might be a little more excited for the Mountain Grass unit show than I am the Billy show.
Ooh, hot take.
Hot take.
A
Hot take. That's my secret.
I think we sound off on that one right there.
And that's my story.
All right, guys. Here, take this. We are here with, for me, a fan. He said, I asked him if he wanted to tell a story, and he's like, no, man, but I listen. Really cool he listens to the podcast. So, Ryan, where are you from, Ryan?
From Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, and you here both weekends?
Yeah, I was here last weekend for, was it Saturday night? Yeah, I was here last weekend for Saturday.
So you just saw Saturday last week?
Yeah, I just saw Saturday.
At
but
least
I'm
you got
from-
the lead foot.
Yeah, I'm from, I live in Boone now. But,
Okay,
came
gotcha.
down for the show.
Were you
yeah.
here pre or before the hurricane?
I was here before.
How's the
Yeah.
things going up there?
I mean, in Boone, they made, like, Greater Boone's made, like, a good recovery, but,
Yeah.
like, it's all, like, the small towns and, like,
Yeah.
the backwoods areas. that
You
are
were
still,
okay?
like,
I'm
fucked
guessing
up.
everything was
yeah,
okay
I
with
go to
you?
App State, so I was
Okay.
in the dorms.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, how's App State?
It's good. Love App State.
I'm a JMU fan, so.
Okay, really?
I went to JMU.
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
So you saw Billy Strings last Saturday. Are you all 3 days this week?
I got a ticket for tonight. I'm
Okay.
working on the other 2 nights.
If you could
so-
hear 3 songs today, your favorite songs from Billy, what do you want?
Oh, shit. Well, I heard them all last week. I got Harbor of Love, and I got Pretty Daughter, which I was chasing last week.
That Pretty Daughter was crazy,
And I got
too. I
both
listened
of
to it today on
those.
Nugs.
Yeah,
That was a crazy one.
That Senor and a Pretty Daughter was pretty fucking
So you're a
special.
pretty big Billy fan?
Yeah,
How many
yeah.
times have you seen him?
This tonight will be 8, I think.
Okay.
8 or 9. 8.
Nice. Do you have one that sticks out to you in particular?
Yeah. Like one show.
Yeah.
That was my first show in Huntsville 2 years ago.
Dude, I hear that arena's like super.
Yeah,
super
Orion's the
sick.
best. I went back through this year too. It was fucking awesome.
Do you do any festivals or anything like that?
I've done a festival or 2. Nothing
Yeah?
nothing crazy.
Which ones?
Odd Cave Jam.
Where's that? Tennessee?
Caverns, Tennessee, yeah.
How is that place?
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We were
Really
thinking
laid
about
back.
going to see Daniel Donato there.
Yeah, that's
He's
cool.
doing 2 nights.
That's cool. I
but
know a lot of people that have seen Donato there. I haven't seen Donato yet, but
Are you doing any after parties this week? Mountain Grass Unit tomorrow?
I don't have a ticket for it. But
Oh.
maybe I'll get one. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, man, I appreciate you listening to the podcast. That's really cool.
Yeah, of
that
course,
That's
yeah.
cool that we got to get you come by. Just someone who listens, man. It's cool.
Yeah,
like,
man.
People are starting to be like, "Oh, you're the podcast guy."
Yeah.
Like, all the
Right?
support, man. I love it. You got anything you want to plug before we let you go?
Y'all show up to Nashville in 2 weeks for the Billy Run. Because
you
I'm
do-
gonna be there. I'm not gonna do Atlanta, but y'all should come to Nashville because Nashville's always a fucking party.
How many days are you doing there?
I have a ticket for 1 night, but hopefully I'll get in the first night
How's
too.
it's a Bridgestone Arena?
Yeah,
there?
Bridgestone.
Is that where they play hockey too?
Yeah.
Okay, is that a pretty cool
Predators.
place for
yeah.
a show?
It's cool, but like, it's not as good as seeing like Billy outside or
Yeah.
at Harrah's. Like Harrah's is amazing.
I haven't actually. This will be my first time tonight going in there.
Oh really?
So I'm
Nice.
pretty excited. Have you seen them in like New Orleans or anywhere?
No, I haven't
No?
seen New Orleans.
Okay.
Got friends that have, but haven't
Yeah, I
seen them
love
out there.
that venue to see him. I think that's like a perfect place to see him. It's
Hell
really
yeah.
Cool. All right, before we let you go, tell us a story from when you were a kid,
A story from when I was a kid.
when you got hurt really bad.
I got hurt really bad. I fell out of a tree once. That wasn't fun.
How old were you?
I don't know. I was probably like 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I fell out of the tree, and then like my family moved out of like that house. The tree was like in the front yard of like a year later. That's when I was like 8. And then like I was back home over winter break, and my friend called me up and he was like, "Hey, you want to come jam?" And I was like, "All right." And he gave me the address, and I pulled up, and it was the house that I like used to live at.
No way.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Hold on, so you play music?
Yeah.
Are you in a band?
Oh, we're in a little, we got a little group going.
Can we find you anywhere?
No, not yet. Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got your Instagram,
soon.
man. I'll keep your eyes peeled.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate you, Ryan.
I appreciate it.
What's your name again, man?
Troy.
Troy. And Troy said he had a Tampa about a Billy Strings show he saw in Tampa.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
hear it.
So we all got like super spun before the show, and I sell tie-dyes on lot, so we're hanging out selling tie-dyes, chilling, and it's at a campus, a college campus. So the kids come by, and all these kids are coming out of class.
It's at USF, right?
Yeah, USF.
Okay.
And all the kids keep coming out, and they're like looking at us crazy. They're just like, "What the fuck is going on down here?"
All these
man?"
hippies on drugs?
Yeah. And then this like real young kid, definitely never seen anything like it before in his life. He just wanders up and he's like, "What's going on, man?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's Billy Strings. What are you talking about? Like, this is the place to be." And then everybody starts like passing him beer, giving him hugs. He gets a joint passed around. And he came back later on after the show, actually.
A little closer.
He came back after the show. He's like, "Dude, I checked out Billy while you guys were in there. He's pretty fucking cool. And you guys are pretty rad. Can I hang out?"
He waited for you guys outside the show?
He lived in the dorms, like on campus.
Okay.
So he just went back to his dorm and listened to Billy. And then he came back over.
Is a thug?
And he was like, "Dude, yeah, he was cool as hell." He was like, "Man, that's actually pretty cool. And you guys had such good energy. I wanted to come back and hang out a little bit."
What a beast.
Everybody's kind of hanging out, and I was like, you know what, let's dose again. Why not? It's 1 a.m. That's the time to dose again. And so we put some liquid in a beer, and I'm drinking it, and the kid's like, "Hey, you mind if I sip that?"
Did he know his acid in it?
Yeah, dude. And I'm like, "You ever take acid before?" He's like, "No." So I'm like, "All right, fuck it."
Was he like kind of a hippie dude, or was
Not
he?
at all. It's like some young black kid in college.
Oh
never,
man,
never
it's a
even,
young black Tampa teen.
You've never seen it
With
before
a
in
bunch
his
of
life,
spun
dude.
out wooks doing
Yeah,
acid.
man, in the middle of a parking lot. At
Was he like
2 in the
bugging
morning.
right there, or was he cool?
For a moment, he was cool. Right?
Okay.
For most of it, he was
Then
cool.
what
I'll
happened?
say. And then at about 3 a.m., we all start getting ready to go home. And he gets up. He goes, "Dude, where's my wallet?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. Like, did you leave it in your car?" He's like, "I just looked." I'm like, "You've been sitting here next to me the whole time. I know you didn't look, but okay." So we start looking for it, and everyone's spun. So
Yeah.
we're just like, duh.
Don't really
looking
care
around.
either.
Yeah,
I know
like,
I didn't take it. I don't
no,
care.
I didn't take it. None of us took it. Like, he's high and he lost his wallet. It's probably in his pocket and he didn't see it, you know? So he looks at us all weird and then just, like, wanders off. And I felt so bad about it because I'm like, dude, no one took it. I got him all
invited you here,
spun
you
out.
did my
Yeah, I got him.
acid,
I
yeah.
gave him the acid. And I'm like, fuck, man. Next morning, I wake up to a message on Instagram from him. And he's like, "Dude, I found my wallet. It was in my car the whole time." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "You guys were awesome. Next year, I hope you guys come back because I'm going to come hang out." I didn't see him. But he still messages me on Instagram when he sees him at shows. And he's like,
What a
"Man, I got to
beast.
come out to his show."
We gotta get him to Asheville
We-
for a Billy
dude,
show.
we
You
gotta
guys want to
get-
come on a podcast? I saw
Hey,
you
come
looking-
podcast. Coolest podcast on lot.
Troy, well, thanks, man.
Dude, thank you, brother. Love you.
All right, guys, we are here with the man, the myth, the legend, Manis.
Hell yeah.
Manis just came up to me on lot and he's, might have a story for us. He's here with our boy Troy. So, Manis, where you from, man?
From Columbus, Ohio originally.
Columbus, Ohio, the
Yes,
worst
sir.
state in the union.
Dude, yeah, I was telling somebody, he was like, "Where are you from?" I said Columbus. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Is there much of a scene up there? Does anybody come up there?
Is. I didn't I wasn't, when I started getting heady, I went to, just left. I graduated.
Talk a little
I
closer.
graduated high school at 18. I went ahead and left. And I went on Dead & Co tour. So I didn't really go to many heady shows in Ohio.
What got you into the Dead?
I was kind of like, I feel like Jerry selected me out from the clouds.
You know, he was up there. He's like, "I want this kid. You know?
So I have a question. So we're younger guys. We've never seen Jerry. I feel like there's a disconnect between old heads who are like, you don't know the Dead, you never saw Jerry. And if you say that you felt selected by Jerry, never seen him play, what does that look like for you?
I think a lot of us deadheads,
we talk to Jerry. Jerry's a big symbol, if we can imagine just Jerry giving us a thumbs up, it's just
a little closer.
You know, and Jerry, I just say Jerry, it could be God or whatever,
Yeah.
But I just by Jerry selecting us. I mean, like he was like, all right, where's all the heady people going? You know, like let's get some kids back on the train.
So you've been in Asheville for what, a week now, going to all the shows?
Yeah, I was here last weekend, and the shows were absolutely amazing.
What was your favorite show of last weekend, and what is a song that you want to hear this weekend you haven't heard yet?
Oh, he was doing. Oh, dude, there's like some names of songs I forget. The Southern Flavor was absolutely amazing.
I'm bad about that too, song names. Like, I'll hear it and I'll be like, I know the song, but I don't know what the fucking name is.
I know so many songs by just hearing it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for an Old Man at the Mill.
We're definitely getting to Meet Me at the Creek, and that's going to blow the top off.
I love Meet Me at the Creek, right when he drops it. Meet me.
Yeah,
you know,
Meet Me at the Creek.
I gotta
Punt
it up.
Don't be within a 6 feet radius of me at that point.
Yeah, watch out. If you're at the Kung Fu section, you gotta, keep you gotta be going faster. Don't go at all.
So after this weekend, what's next for you, man? Where are you going after this?
I gotta go back up to Ohio, and I gotta work so that I can catch the spring tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
Anything you want to plug before we let you go?
I love everybody so much.
We love
be
you
Billy
more.
Strings fans. Billy Strings has so much.
Plug High Grade Creations on Instagram. Buy my tie-dyes, please. High-grade_creations. I love you.
And I'll
Super
share
heady
that on the
dyes.
page too.
Very heady dyes.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys.
Hey, kickflip on camera.
Kickflip. Yeah. It's called
Billy Strings Mom.
It's called All Jammed Up. Shouts out Caleb.
Shouts out to All Jammed Up.
Appreciate you guys.
You guys want to be on a podcast?
No, I'm just here.
I can turn it off. What's your name, man?
Marshall.
Marshall. Where are you from?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Are you seeing Billy Strings tonight?
Nah.
Oh, you're just out here.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get in, or are you just out here?
Yeah, I'm just out here. This is where I roam around. And,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My mama moved us up here 20 years ago.
Gotcha.
So,
Are you into Billy Strings at all?
nah.
No idea who it is.
Well, I didn't really learn about them. You know what I'm saying? I've always been into music though.
Yeah.
But my type of music has always been like rap. My name's Marshall, like Eminem.
Okay.
And back when we got them stimulus checks,
Yep.
I went out to L.A. But
Okay.
I don't knew about his shit.
Talk a little closer to the mic.
Yeah, I don't knew about his shit from a long time ago, but when I went out to L.A., I was walking down the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The first star I actually noticed was 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Have you been to a lot of rap shows?
just on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I ain't never actually went and saw him because not everybody thinks like me, and I don't actually try to make myself people like me, but I don't pay for concerts because I don't make the rich richer.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So
what do you mean you're not trying to make people like you? What does that mean to you?
like, not like me, like,
Oh, okay.
like, for example, I don't vote for the president simply because my one vote won't change nothing, but if everybody thought that way, nothing would get done.
Yeah.
So I don't go around being like, don't vote. It's just a
So
personal
you just kind of
thing.
do you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you said you walk around here like, what do you think of all this shit that's out here this weekend?
Same shit, different day.
That's all it is to you?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I've been here so long.
Yeah.
Not everybody else is like, this is a wonderful new experience. This is all old to me.
But what? So Billy Strings is bringing 6 nights of music here. It's gonna definitely help our economy in a time that we need it. You don't think anything special with that?
For the people that actually helped, that if it does help, yeah.
Yeah.
But when that hurricane hit up here, and FEMA and the military was up here, bro, they weren't really helping people. They were actually just cleaning up the disaster,
Yeah.
like including all the dead people. Like
What would you do? What do you think that FEMA should be doing more to help people then?
that they should be approving people of funding that they were entitled to, and that they should be getting vouchers for extended hotels. The same thing that Donald Trump came up here and was saying.
Okay.
Because he
Yeah.
actually is for the people
Yeah.
here. So
you Trump guy?
Well, yeah. I mean, APD up here, they don't do any type of crime prevention, and they don't assist the public when it comes to natural disasters. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
That's why they don't like me. And when they see me, they look the other way, because when I got up there to the we was at the VRQ. It's a veteran restoration quarters that got washed away with the flood, and a lot of people were transported up there to the some shelter on airport. But when they were getting radio, all the cops were there when we were there, and when they were getting radio calls for help, they were just standing there turning the volume down on the walkie-talkie because they didn't want to risk their own life to go save lives. But that's exactly what they're supposed to do, is serve the public, and they don't. If you're not one of them, they're not going to look out for nothing. You got I'm sorry it's like that. They don't like me. They probably wouldn't want me saying that, but that's just too bad.
You can say whatever you want here.
Yeah, they should know that.
Okay.
So, I mean, Asheville's a beautiful city. It's very peaceful, but when bad shit happens, you're on your own.
Okay.
Like, bring your own people that you know that have your back that'll help you, because they ain't. I mean.
Yeah. Hey, man. I appreciate you coming to say something then, man. That means you're your local, man. You've been here for a while, so your opinion matters, man. I appreciate you coming to stop on.
Yeah, I've been here for years.
Yeah.
So I'm going to still be here long after all they're gone. It'll just return back. You know what I'm saying? They go park down there at Pritchard Park, and they act like they're doing something, and they'd be like walking like a little dog around thinking, look, we're good. Look how we portray. Yeah. But when you got actual real violence happening, like at Ingalls or in them apartments, like Pisgah View apartments or whatever they call it, shootings going on, they don't respond to it till the next day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just in it for their paychecks.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, Marshall. I appreciate you coming to swing by, man.
Yeah. They should know that. So.
Guys, we have a very special guest. A lot of you guys probably know him. He's my cousin, my buddy, my confidant, motherfucking Below.
Hello, sir.
Here's a Mick Ultra for you. And watch your calories. Sorry, One World. So Brandon just drove from Ohio 6 hours to come. Bought a ticket last night. He's in the seats, but we'll sneak him in. But Brandon, this will be your second time seeing Mr. Billy tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you excited?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Not at all.
So give us a story, man. Come on. You're the most talkative guy I know. It's hard to get you to shut up. And I ask you to sit down for my podcast, and you just go Helen Keller on me.
All right, don't Helen Keller me. I know how you feel about Helen Keller.
Not real.
I don't know. What kind of story?
So, okay, first time you saw Billy Strings, you were at Norfolk, right? What happened there?
A lot of stringed instruments. I don't know.
You're the worst interviewer. This dude calls me at least once a day, and he just talks for 30 minutes about anything.
4 times a week. 4 times a week.
You called me 4 times yesterday.
I feel like that was about specific things, though.
It starts as a specific thing, and the next thing I know, you're like, well, you see, I had $30 on Devontae Smith, 50-plus yards, and it hit. But the NFL's rigged. I hate the NFL. It's rigged.
Well,
Go Ducks.
I do not like the NFL and their ref situation. I think soccer got the human mistake aspect out of the game.
But it still sucks. VAR still sucks.
Yeah. But there's some. It's a little better than.
It is a little better.
The prank of refereeing that toys with games in the NFL, and I don't like it.
Another background is you said the whole time, the whole playoffs, that the NFL is rigged for the Chiefs, and then we just watched the Eagles win by 40 points in the Super Bowl.
Well,
but you can't rig that, I guess. They shit on them dudes.
Yeah. It doesn't pay for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl or for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. It paid to get them there. Some swift action watching the game. Everybody loves a swift Super Bowl.
You want to know something funny? Seeing Green, I sold it to some dude today. $50, but
yeah,
he hit me up and he was like, yo, can I pay you for Seeing Green? Or for you to change your name? And I was like, 100%. How much? And he's like, $50? And I was like, sure. I was like, yeah.
Sold.
Alrighty, Brandon. Well,
that's a good exit.
What's a Billy String song you want to hear tonight?
I mean, it's a little basic, but I'd like to see "Meet Me at the Creek."
Oh, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that.
We are?
Yeah.
I'd
He
love
didn't
it.
play it last weekend, so we're gonna get it.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember if he played it at Chartway. I was unwell.
We're gonna do it again tonight.
In a good way.
We'll sign off there. So you guys might remember last week on the Lot podcast, we had John come and tell a story about the first show he saw, which was Buffalo Springfield and Beach Boys. And he's back again. You got another story for us? Or you just want to come say hey?
Sure. I'll tell you about my second concert.
Okay.
So I was living at West Point. I'm an Army brat. My father was the Inspector General at West Point. So I grew up pretty much from 67 to 72. I lived at West Point.
Hold on, I'm going to stop you real quick. You know what's funny? When we did this recording last week, it was when the bells were going off. They're going off again now. So I just thought that was funny. I had to say something.
Well, I live right across the street, so I hear the bells all the
Yeah.
time.
All right, so you were second show.
So anyway, for this summer of '68.
Talk a little closer.
Summer of '68. Some elementary school friends of mine invited me to Asbury Park for a week in the summer, and we got there and we decided we wanted to do something fun. So there were two shows that night. The first show was Janis Joplin at the Civic Center.
Nice.
The second show was the Jefferson Airplane at the Convention Hall, which was an old wooden building, like 8-sided, on the boardwalk in Asbury Park. And so I went to see Jefferson Airplane instead of Janis Joplin, and I never regretted it because the Airplane was one of my favorite acts ever. And it was funny because the previous Christmas, I was going through L.A. at the airport with my mom. My father had a 1-week break from Vietnam. It's called R&R. We met him in Hawaii for a week.
Rest and relaxation.
So it was Christmas of '67, and we were walking through the airport in L.A., and the entire Jefferson Airplane band came walking towards us. And my mother, horrified at the sight of these long-haired freaks, grabbed myself, my brother, and my sister, pulled us all to the side. I swear, she pushed us up against the wall while the freaks walked by. And then when we
A lot of freaks out here this week.
Yeah. And then when we were getting on the plane, they wheeled up Elizabeth Taylor in a wheelchair to put her in first class. So that was my second concert experience.
Did you ever see the Dead in like the 60s or 70s?
Yeah. Oh, of course, yeah.
Do you see them a lot?
Yeah.
Do you have any specific
not as many as a lot of the Dead has. I think my first show was '74.
Okay, you got them at the prime time.
Yeah, in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
And one of my best friends, Del Long, was a country blues piano player. And I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
First time seeing the Dead, '74.
Oh,
Rhode
yeah.
Island.
Well, he played on some of the best country rock albums in the world. Played for Paul Jeremiah, who Rolling Stone rated as one of the top 5 country blues guitar players in the country. And I took Del. He's 10 years older than me, so he'll be 80 this year. I took him to his first concert ever in his life. And this is a man who's a professional pianist, child prodigy piano player. But I took him to see the Dead in Hartford, Connecticut. And we had third row center seats. And it just totally blew him away. He just couldn't believe it. He had never been to a concert before, which I find hard to believe.
Hell yeah. Well, John, before we let you go, you went to all 3 nights last week, right?
I only went to 2 nights.
Okay. You're going to all 3 this week?
I don't have a ticket for tomorrow. I have a ticket for Sunday. Somebody miracled me one. I usually come. I live right across the street, so I come on our local sale day, and I buy tickets for all my friends. So I bought.
Oh, you're the man, John.
I bought $800 worth of tickets, but I neglected to get a ticket for myself.
You are the man. That's awesome. Well, hey, is there a song that you want to see that you didn't get last weekend?
You know what? I like it when Billy goes off script and does some Pink Floyd.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
John wants some Pink Floyd. Billy, help us out.
Wish you were here.
Hell yeah. Thanks again, John. You're the man, dude.
I want to hook up to your podcast. Do you do stuff all the time?
Yeah.
Welcome.
We out here Some lady gave that to me. She was like, "Dude, I can't hear myself. Is he able to hear himself?"
Yeah, I can see your shit bouncing when you talk, or this thing
Yeah, my shit
bouncing.
What's your name, man?
I'm Jake.
Jake, where you from?
I'm from here,
Asheville. Asheville's finest. Jake, is this your? How many times have you seen Billy Strings?
This will be my 5th time.
Okay, you were here all last weekend?
All last weekend and a year ago on Sunday.
Okay, so what you got last weekend? Is there a specific song that you want that you didn't get?
Dude, I mean, there's so many.
Yeah?
Wargasm was great, but Meet Me at the Creek.
We're gonna get a Meet Me at the Creek.
Yeah.
I've been manifesting it all day. We're gonna get a Meet Me at the Creek.
Terminal and Tinfoil.
We're gonna get one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get that today, but we're gonna get it this weekend.
I know. Throughout the weekend, I'll be here all 3 nights.
What other shows do you like to go to?
Oh, Government Mule.
Can you talk a little closer to it?
Government Mule.
Okay.
Widespread.
Yeah. What do you like to dabble in?
Dabble.
You a beer guy? You a mushroom guy? What do you like to do? If you don't want to talk about it in the podcast, that's also okay.
A little bit of mushrooms, a little bit of alcohol.
Do you
Some
like?
weed.
So I love mushrooms, but
Okay.
I don't like doing mushrooms inside. So I never really do it. Do you enjoy doing them? Like
No, inside, no.
They're not made for inside.
No, they're not. You got to be able to move around and
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, express it.
I feel like mushrooms are to connect you to nature, and I can't connect to nature if I'm in a goddamn basketball arena.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
I totally agree.
Okay. Have you lived in Asheville your whole life?
I have.
Okay. Hell yeah. What was that like growing up here?
I mean, it's great. I mean, the community, it's...
Was it hard for your family with Helene? Did you guys get burned pretty bad? Or
No, we were good.
You guys were okay?
Luckily, yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you do?
I go to school in App State. I'm a junior.
Oh, App State, our second App Stater of the night. This is a JMU podcast, so.
Oh, JMU, bro?
A lot of girls at JMU.
Okay.
We're a JMU podcast here.
All right, I see.
But I respect that you came on so quickly. Do you have anything you got to plug before you get in the show tonight?
Nah.
Nothing?
If you're going to the show, have a good time.
And be safe.
Shout out Lynchburg, shout out Bedford County. Shout out Lynchburg, shout out Campbell County, shout out Bedford County.
Blow a kiss to the camera.
We on top.
We got another guy who's super up in the podcast. Take the mic, man. What's your name?
I'm Asa.
Asa. I've never met a white guy named Asa before.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, I bet you have. Where are you from?
I'm from Boone.
Boone? Okay, so you said you're a musician. What kind of music do you play?
I play bluegrass. I'm a fiddler.
You're a fiddler? Okay. Did you go to all 3 shows last week?
No. First time.
This is your first Billy show?
No, I've seen him twice. Back before he had his band that he has now.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
I've seen him in Bristol at
for a while,
Merle
right?
Fest. Yeah, some smaller venues I've seen.
So you grew up in Boone. You're in a bluegrass band now. Did you kind of grow up on bluegrass?
Yeah, we kind of grew up on old time more, but I'm at East Tennessee State in their bluegrass program right now.
Can you tell me, so a bluegrass program, I've never heard of that out of college. Can you kind of tell me what your classes are like there?
Yeah, so I'm not majoring in it, but as far as what is involved with me, we get to be in bands every semester, and we have really great instructors. So I don't know if you know who Trey Hensley is. He teaches guitar there. Tony Rice's brother teaches guitar.
Okay.
We've got, I don't know if you've heard of the Mountain Grass Unit, but
Yep.
Josiah is my fiddle teacher there.
Okay.
They're fiddler, so...
Are you going to see them tomorrow?
I'm not 21, so I can't.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there's just a lot of great faculty there, and we get to take lessons as class credit for college. So.
Hell yeah! Is that what you want to do when you get out of school? Is full-time fiddle player?
Maybe for a little bit, but not trying to do it totally professionally.
So what's your goals then? What do you want to do?
I just like picking, man.
Yes, but after you finish school, what do you want to do with your degree?
Oh well, I'm not majoring in it, so I'm not planning to use the bluegrass degree. I'm just kind of utilizing the classes. I'm a business major.
Okay, gotcha. Cool, man. Well, any specific songs, any old bluegrass tunes you want to hear tonight?
I like when he does any of the old standards, but.
Yeah. I've been getting into Larry Sparks recently, and I would
Sparks,
really.
yeah.
I know we're not going to get it because we're in Asheville, but I would really love a Blue Virginia Blues.
Yeah, Blue Virginia Blues, Kentucky Girl would be good.
Yeah, that would be a good one. But I don't think we're going to get any of those tonight.
I don't know. I'm a big Sparks fan, though.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming to sit down and say something. I can tell you're freezing your ass off.
Yeah. Pretty cold.
Cheers, buddy. All right, guys. We got a new guy here. It's not William Montgomery from Kill Tony, but what's your name?
I'm Cole.
Cole?
From Kill Tony. Just kidding.
Cole from Kill Tony. I said it's William Montgomery from Kill Tony.
No, I live in Coley, man.
Where's that at?
It's about an hour west of here, towards Tennessee. Sorry, I'm trying to put my.
You're good, man.
Put
I
banjo
got two
away
hands for a reason.
You're a good man. So, never been on a podcast before, so forgive me, man, if I got a little bit of the jitters.
This is All Jammed Up podcast. It's a lot podcast, bluegrass podcast, jam band podcast, and I usually interview musicians. Which it seems like you're a musician.
Well, if I find any musicians out there, dude, I'll let you know, man. I'll send them your way.
Hey, you want to hold that?
Yeah, dude, sorry.
But today we're interviewing just folks on lot that love Billy Strings, love the scene, and I just wanted to see if maybe you could give us a quick story or something. Tell us about yourself. Something you want to share.
Man, I don't know. Is there anything in particular that other people have talked about that like?
Sometimes I get a crazy story about a Billy show, or sometimes last week I had a guy who's like, I'm not even here for the show, and it was probably my favorite interview last week. He was just like, I have schizophrenia, and this is how I get through it, and I just think it's cool for people to get a platform to talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah. Well, sure, man. Yeah, So I grew up in the middle of like nowhere, dude, and like didn't have a whole lot of opportunities, not like because of like any kind of schizophrenia or anything, but just because didn't care about school, skipping school, and didn't really see a plan after that. So I went to the National Guard, man. Did 6 years there, like right out of high school.
Okay.
So they would pay for my college. I just kind of skate, do whatever, and it was kind of like a wake up call, dude, because I thought it was gonna be like they tell you the whole like, oh, 2 days a month or 2 days whatever, like every so often you just do it, part-time soldier or whatever. I was like, this is my like golden ticket to go to college for free because like I have no scholarships. I don't even know if I can get into college, man. And I was I don't know, man, really just kind of in my old ways of like a kid, dude. I was just a kid. So that once I got out of boot camp and did some other training and stuff.
Different person,
Well,
6 years is a long time.
Honestly, dude, like after the training and stuff, I wasn't any different at all. I was like, okay, time to go home and get my money and like go to college and stuff, because I still had a kid mindset, dude. And I finally went home, and next thing I know, dude, they're like, hey, cool, thanks for joining, dude. We're going to Iraq. And I'm like, oh, dude.
Did you have to go?
So, yeah, dude, I went to Iraq. I stayed overseas for 410 days, dude. And I don't know, man, like a lot of that stuff, and like I'm not here to like give a sob story or anything, like, but I feel like a lot of that stuff, man, is just you kind of
it's predatory.
Well,
because for me, hearing this story, it's like you were a kid, an 18-year-old living in the middle of nowhere, like, what am I going to do with my life? And then the National Guard's like, hey, you want to come to go to college for free?
Well, I don't know if I'd say predatory. You have your good moments, your bad moments, and all that jazz. But I made the free will choice to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to point fingers at anybody else for what I've done. And, bad stuff included. Kind of got me where I was, and that's where I was going with that. Is I got back from my deployment, and dude, I was a mess. You do stuff and you see stuff, and granted, there's a lot of guys out there who have it way worse than me, dude. I had some pogass job. The real ones know what that means. I had some pogass job, but I'm still out there, Stuff's going down or whatever to some degree, but like I'm not trying to be fucking Chris Kyle or whatever. I'm just trying to get through that part of the story. But I got home, didn't really know what to do with myself, dude, because I feel like I had some stuff to deal with. And then one day my roommate was just we were just going out in town. I went to a Guitar Center, and I was like, dude, they've got a banjo on sale for like $200 or something like that. This little piece of shit like Washburn made out of like particle board. It was like you drop it and that thing's toast. But dude, I played that thing until I sounded good, and then I started playing in front of people and realized I don't sound good.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is my lieu of a good story to tell is I tried playing music and doing stuff when I was younger and doing whatnot, and I'm not like a great musician by any means. I've been playing for less than 2 years. Mm-hmm. But by getting into music, just choosing an instrument that was kind of just by chance, by choice, kind of liked how it sounded, has led me to a lot of opportunities. Led me to being on a podcast, because if I wasn't doing that, I probably wouldn't be listening to Billy.
Yeah.
Listening to bluegrass growing up, but like I didn't really care about it. It was like church music essentially.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to take up all your podcast time too.
Hey man, you're good.
But yeah, man,
These are the stories I love.
Yeah, man, I say if anybody's listening at all, like to me, granted, you probably skip this part. Go to the timestamp below and you'll get past this. But if you're thinking about getting an instrument, or you're thinking about getting a new hobby or something, just do it. Just go for it. Just take that deep dive, and you'll learn through that so many different things.
It's okay
man.
to take risks.
It's okay
to fail.
Yeah, man, because I kind of was in this weird little spot where I wasn't leaving the house.
Yeah.
I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing X, Y, and Z, and I was just like this fat slob chilling at home, man. And I think part of it was the universe doing its thing or whatever, but however that works. But I'm just saying, in general, I'm glad I did that. And if there's anybody listening, and if you're thinking, maybe one day, and you said that to yourself, this is the universe speaking to you right now.
Do it tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
If you can't afford one, you got a bowl and pencils at home. Use it as a drum, do something. But just get creative. It doesn't have to be an instrument either. And by instrument, just replace that word with tool.
Draw a picture.
Dude.
Go build a bench, dude.
Go
try something new.
Go try something that you've wanted to try and that you can get into, and you can do it by yourself. You can do it with friends or whatever, and see where it takes you.
And be okay with not being good at it first, because you're not going to be good at it first.
Yeah, man. Because I guess TLDR, if at the end of the day, the rest of my story just kind of goes as this: you don't know what will get you out of that dark spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've got prescribed medicine. I've been to therapy. I've done that stuff. Sometimes that shit don't work, dude.
The banjo does it for you.
Dude, sometimes you got to be locked in your room for a couple hours. Sometimes you got to be in the middle of nowhere in the woods just picking some old flat and scruggs or something.
Yeah.
Or you got to meet some guy at the bus stop and you're like, hey man, is that a mandolin? And now you're best friends with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be here in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're going to go see Billy, hopefully. Still got my finger up if anybody's going past. But what was your name, man? I'm sorry.
My name's Clint.
Clint, dude.
Yeah.
Pleasure, dude. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Man, this is fun, man. I know you kind of came in like, I don't have a story, but I think you might have given the best story yet today.
Oh, dude,
so
man.
I appreciate you.
Well, thanks again, dude. I'll talk if anybody will listen, dude, and even if they don't.
Where do you live?
So I live in Colowee.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, just
That's
west of here.
Southwest?
Or
just west?
Funny enough, when I was 18, I also wanted to get a cool tattoo. Got the outline of North Carolina. So if we're here in Asheville, like there, just go a little closer towards the Tennessee border.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So not too far.
Gotcha.
Not too far. Near, kind of near Cherokee. You ever been out there to the casino?
I haven't been to the casino, but I know that motherfucker's going to want me to go.
That guy was asking me for a gold dollar earlier. He said he'd pay me back, though. Just one good hand.
Freak?
One good hand, he'd pay me back. But no, I'm just kidding. No, man. But, dude, Clint, thanks again for having me, dude.
For sure,
Sorry
dude.
to take up so much of your time.
No, man, I love it. I love it.
That was super fun, dude.
All right. What was your name again? Cole, that's what I thought. Cole is going to play us a little, we're going to give him 90 seconds here to go crazy.
You want to sing and play or just play?
I'll probably just play for right now, man, to be honest.
I'll just...
on the mic. Actually, he's like, make sure it can hear
You want to sing? Right here. All right. Cole from Western North Carolina going to pick us a tune.
If you're watching, don't judge me, man, all right?
All right, we got Mason here now. Mason, how we doing?
Very cold, but
Oh,
excited
it's
for
cold.
Billy.
But that's the things we do for the podcast, all right?
Doing
we
it
get
for the
cold,
podcast.
We do it for the podcast.
Doing the thing.
So we got a Florida boy here. You're from Space Coast, right?
Yeah, Space Coast.
Space Coast?
About halfway down the East Coast.
And you're in a band too yourself, right?
Yeah, me and Sean are in a band together.
Okay.
So
And you said you had a crazy story for us, right? Maybe one where you maybe did
I
too
can
much
think
too
of a
fast?
I have a few of those stories. We could do. Fuck. So.
I can edit all this out, don't worry.
I'm sorry.
But in the meantime, while you're thinking, I would like to plug real quick One Wood Brewing West, One Wood Brewing Downtown, the greatest brewery in Asheville, North Carolina. They make the best beer of all time, Citra Bomb. If you're not drinking Citra Bomb, fuck you. it's like that
Straight up.
Like that
Oh, yeah.
If you're not drinking
If you don't eat Code Red, then fuck you.
Just kidding. If you don't drink, I'm not mad at you.
Let's see. I mean, me personally, I've always been pretty good with not eating too much too fast and freaking out, but I've definitely seen a lot of.
Sometimes that's worse. I feel like seeing it is worse than
Oh yeah, when you're
experiencing
just standing there like, what the fuck? Or
Yeah.
some dude on the pit or in the pit just literally butt ass naked, just like running
Did
around.
that happen to you?
So at Halloween, there was definitely a couple of
Get a
instances.
little closer for you.
At Halloween, we're seeing a Bobby Weir incident.
This year,
This
right?
past
Okay.
Halloween. There's I got a perfect one. So
There
this
we
is at
go.
Halloween.
I just saw the light
Yeah.
bulb go on.
So we're sitting in our campsite. This is after Sunday, the last day. We're all just hanging out. Some dude walks up in our campsite. Sorry. Some dude walks up in our campsite and is talking about how somebody gave him bad water and he needs good water. And that's all he's saying is somebody gave me bad water. This is bad water. And my buddy Manis comes up and hands him a jug like of just normal water. And then he looks at it and he goes, no, this is bad water. This is bad water. Drink this water. This is bad water. And then he looks at us and he starts going, you're going to die. You're going to die.
Are you guys tripping?
Yeah, no, this was after Bobby. We're all just hanging out around the campfire, fucking hanging out. And dude comes in and he's just, you're going to die. You're going to die. And this one really sweet girl that I know had just taken a rip at DMT. And he got up behind her and was like whispering in her ear, you're going to die. You're going to die.
Fuck that.
And fucking she started crying. It was kind of a big ordeal. The dude's friends who was freaking out came over and they're like, hey, he ate too much L, fucking whatever, yada, yada, yada. Here's a bag of, gave us a bag of, Halloween, Sour Patch Kids, single, packs, and was like, sorry, have a good night. Yeah, and it was but it was definitely kind of crazy talking about bad water. The only thing that I can
The only
imagine.
bad water I know is the Dasani bottle.
Yeah, dude, tastes like shit. But the only thing that I can really imagine is maybe somebody dosed his water, and that was the only way that he could. He was so gone.
He was trying to express it.
Yeah, and that's the only way that he could get it out. But other than that, I have no clue what that. He just literally wandered into our campsite. None of us had ever seen this dude before, and just starts fucking tweaking. We're yeah. So there's can always expect your fair portion of that in this scene with there being so many psychedelic drugs.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. That was a good
Thank
one.
you so much, bro. Hell yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed those interviews. A lot of fun, made a lot of friends. It was cool people, kind of recognizing what we were doing out there. Hey, you're the All Jammed Up guys. So that was cool. People seemed excited to come tell their story. We got some really good ones. And all in all, it was just a great couple weeks here in Asheville. 6 nights of Billy Strings, man. And it was really my first time to kind of see the whole community come together since I moved here. And it was really, really fun time. And I'm excited to get out to more shows this summer and hopefully do some more lot interviews like that and get to know, people's stories and make some more friends. But before I let you guys go for the week, I'll do my quick little Asheville preview. Here's my dog in the background. We got another fun week here. I know we just lost Mr. Strings after 2 weeks, but we got some good music this week. Tuesday, again, the Grateful Family Band at One World Brewing West. The High Top Boys at Pigso Brewing. They're like a bluegrass duo. They sounded pretty cool. But we might get rain Wednesday, so that might get canceled. Or snow Wednesday, so that might get canceled. But keep an eye on that Wednesday, the High Top Boys at Pisca Brewing. Thursday, music happy hour with Alex and Johnny. Fee Fi Fo Fish at One World West. Jerry's Dead at One Stop. And then Barely Dead is playing at Asheville Music Hall on Thursday as well. So a lot of good music Thursday. And then Saturday, we have the man himself, Andy Frasco's in town on Saturday. So we'll be at the Orange Peel checking him out too. So still a lot going on here. I got some really fun interviews coming for you guys the next couple weeks. So I think keep your eyes peeled for that. Really exciting stuff going on. And that's it for me, guys. So I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you all had a great weekend. And I wish you all the best week. And remember, wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be.
Come along, have a drink with me. We can talk about the world and how the world is turned so slow. Oh, oh. Day and night I found cars they drive and planes they fly. I look into the sun and the sky, you're so bright. It's you that I have found. Oh, and I know it's not much longer now. Or if the world would just slow